In the previous video, how to learn 3D designing with SketchUp, we learned to create a few buildings and color them from different sides. And we also learned to use this orbit tool to turn these designs, and paint bucket tool to make the colors, and rectangle tool to make rectangles, and push pull tool to change their height. So in this tutorial, we will learn to create some different types of buildings. For this, we will use this tool. It's called offset tool. Click on it and then come to the one of our building, and on top of this building, you will see, when you move your mouse like this, you will see a point coming here. Now click. When you see this point like this on the edge of the building, not like this, not like this, we will see a point like this here on the edge. Now click your mouse and leave it, and now move your mouse slightly. You will see another rectangle or square like this, which will appear, and just click again. Okay, so you will see exactly with the same gap from all sides. This means offset. Once again, with this building, we will try to create the offset using this offset tool. First, click on the edge and just move your mouse slightly inwards and click again. Once again, with this building, click on the edge and move inwards and click again. Now you see all these 3D buildings, all these 3 buildings have a small rectangle inside them with exact same distance from the outer edge. Now use the push pull tool again, which we already saw the function of push pull tool. But whenever we use a push pull tool, it pulls a face or a wall or a side. Okay, so now you can see when you move the push pull tool inside this, it will highlight this area. When you move the push pull tool in this place, it will highlight this area. So if you want to make this area, if you want to pull this area upwards, you can just move on this and then click on it, and then move your mouse slightly upwards, and then once again click it. Now you can see this building has another floor. Once again, you can do it again. Take the offset tool, click on the edge, and then slightly inwards, click on it, and then again take push pull tool, click on the inner box and pull it up. Let's repeat this process again. Take the push pull tool and increase the height of this building. Okay. Once again, take the offset tool, create an offset from. You shouldn't click anywhere like this. It will not work if you click anywhere. You should click on the edge and take it. Move your mouse slightly inwards and click again, and then again take the push pull tool, click on the inner box, inner rectangle, and move it slightly upwards. Okay, once again take the offset tool, click on the edge, make a smaller rectangle, once again move it slightly upwards and again click. Try repeating this process as much as you want, and you already know these buildings will not fall, so you don't have to worry about it. Just make them as tall as you want. Once again, let's take this offset tool and click on this edge drag slightly inwards, click, and now take the push pull tool and pull it upwards. Once again take the offset. You have to zoom in slightly. So for zooming in, either you can press the control button and zoom it directly using the scroll of your mouse. Press the control button and scroll, so it will zoom in. Otherwise you can use this zoom tool and you can click on it and move. It will immediately zoom or zoom out. If you click like this and move upwards, it is zooming in, and if you bring it downwards, it will zoom out. Zoom in, and if you like to move it, you can use the pan tool, which is like a hand. Just click on it and move it like this when you want to see this face. Now once again take the push pull tool, click here, and we want to see it slightly zoom out. So we just press escape, so it will come back to its position. Once again use the zoom tool, click on it and take it down, so it will come zoom out. Once again more. Okay, now you can take the push pull tool and click on it and grow it. Make the offset. You can make smaller like this also, and take the push pull tool and make another offset like this. Now we will use the orbit tool to see them from different angles. Okay, so now you have completed making these buildings even more taller. In this video, you have learned to use offset tool. This offset tool is used to create another rectangle inside or outside. But right now we used it for making rectangles inside. So we can just make it here, click it, use this push pull tool and push this slightly inside. Once again you can use the offset tool to make it like this. Click it here, use the push pull tool and push it inside. With this tool you can create unique patterns. Once again use this offset tool. First you make some offsets on this, on each and every building. You have to just move the mouse exactly on this face, not going this face and expecting to make an offset on this face. Will create the offset where you keep your mouse. And now click on the edge, and you can try. If you have any trouble, you can just move it slightly right or left and see where the offset is coming, and then click it again. Once again click on the edge and then make some offsets like this. Now let's take the push pull tool and make them like this. Slightly inside. Also this one slightly inside. If you like to make them slightly outside, you can bring them outside also. But let's make them inside. So in this tutorial, we learn how to use the push pull tool to not just make it outside, not just to pull it out, but also to push it inside. You can use this tool in two ways. Similarly, with the offset tool, you can make offset outside also, and also take offset inside also. You can also make multiple offsets and design like this if you like. Similarly, take this tool over here. First you need to zoom in slightly, and then let's make it carefully like this. and then use the push pull tool to take this side slightly outside, or you can make it slightly inside, but it is, yeah, like this. Also this one you can put it slightly inside. Sometimes it gives you a little trouble, but you have to be very careful about your mouse pointer, where you have to move it very slowly. Now you have this 3-step design using SketchUp. So now if you like to make the changes in the colors, you can also make some changes to the colors. For example, if you want to select all these buildings and color them to one color, you can also do it. First you go to the select tool, click on the select tool, and you double click on this. This is selected. First if you want to select this whole building, you have to click it 3 times, 1 2 3 at once. If you want to select this building at once, whole building, just you can click 1 2 3 times. So this is going to select it completely. Once again with this building, 1 2 3 times you click, and it's done, and it's selected. So now I will click it 3 times and paint it into different color. Let's go to this colors and then scroll it down. Let's make this section slightly big. Yeah, so now you can see all the colors. Let's paint it with this color. Okay, so this whole building is painted with pink color. Now let's triple click this and paint it with some different color. And now this is painted with yellow color. Let's take this building in the back side and paint it with some different color. Let's paint it with blue. Okay, so now these 3 buildings are painted with different 3 colors, with 3 different colors. Let's change the color of 3D. Use the paint bucket. Okay, so now we have painted it with different color. Let's rotate it. Let's bring this, double click on it and select it like this, and use this move tool and click on it here and move it slightly up here. Okay, now you can again use the select tool and double click outside and click on it here. Once again use this move tool and click on it and bring it down. Now use the pan tool to move it slightly left side. Once again use this move tool, click on it and move it here. Use the select tool and click outside. Click on it. Use the scale tool and make it like this. Once again use the select tool, double click on it and double click on it and press the shift button, double click on it again, double click on D. Okay, we have selected this. Now use the scale tool and change the size. You have to practice selecting very carefully. Just use this move tool and once again bring it here. Now click here outside. So in this way you can move anything Using the select tool, you can select it by double clicking it. When you click it sometimes it will select the whole component. When you double click it, it will break it and you can select each and every different component. Once again, if you want to select this building and it is selecting only the one side of it, you have to double click it. It will select the whole face including the edges, but if you click it 3 times, it will select it completely. For selecting, you will use this select tool. So now you have learned to use the select tool, the paint bucket tool, the rectangle tool, the push pull tool, and the move tool for moving objects. And you have also learned to use the offset tool, and you have learned to use the scale tool also. Some of the tools are remaining, which we will cover in another tutorial. And one important thing which has remained is how we created this text. We created this text using this 3D text tool. So in the next tutorial, we will specially focus on how to create 3D text. Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you in another tutorial.